Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, March 5th, 9:10 a.m., 20 minutes before market open. We are going to just put some good vibes out there today. Let's go for a Friday morning bull run here. Yesterday was absolute bloodbath in the market. And out of all of the fire and the ashes rose Gamestop out of that nightmare to end the day in the green. Right now, it's trading pre-market minus 4%. Not terrible. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's 9/11. That special number, 9/11. See it every day. Well, I'm going to take a second here and just show you guys some positivity. Look at this upward trend that GameStop's actually been on the 10-minute chart. We'll even go longer than this. Go to the 15-minute chart. That right there gives us some hope that this thing might actually reach that 150 plus marker. Let's see it happen. I've definitely got some interest in GameStop making it to the moon, of course. Also looking for Rocket Mortgage to make its way back up to that plus $30 range, and AMC to get back over the $8 range. We're going to take a quick look and see what it's doing. AMC at 814. AMC's 15-minute chart doesn't look quite as promising as the GameStop chart. Just kind of a big old hump right there. But maybe it can turn it around. If it follows somewhat of a similar pattern, then this would be a big old W right up into the mid to upper eights, maybe even the low nines. That would be fantastic. Let's see what else is rocket shipping today, if anything, in the pre-market. Let's see here. After hours. Pre-market. You have some big movers there. Nothing we're really going to it's going to make mainstream much of nothing. Not a whole lot. Let's look at some of our big lossers here. Anything, we do have a lot of green in pre-market, which is to be expected. Tesla was down at 621 yesterday. Absolutely tanked. Get a job, fuck boy. That's right. I actually have a job. I actually have two jobs, fuck boy. I'm sitting in one of them right now. It's going to be a good day. I'm going to go out there and make some parts. I sell a bunch of stuff, buddy. This is just something I do for fun, son. Going to also cut up the podcast here in a little bit. Going to cut up that new Friday hitter. I think Theo is in studio this week, so those are always better. You know what I'm saying? Those Theo Vaughn Zoom calls just don't have that same feel to them. Not even a little bit. They're like, we're going to bring in a guest. We're like, get him out of here. Bring back the man. Bring back the champ. The Rat King, baby. My Rat King t-shirt on today. Because it's fucking Friday. Let's get it. Everything's going to come back today. If you bought the dip, today's the dip reversal for all of these bad boys. The best dip opportunity was yesterday. But for real, I don't know. Generally, everything kind of sells off in the first like 10 minutes. We'll see what happens. A lot of people that, see what yesterday's chart was very hopeful for like, man, a hot minute. We had that big sell-off and then everything started turning around, and I was watching Meet Kevin yesterday at the same time. I was trading, and we had this huge dip. Like, this is Rocket Mortgage, went from 30 to 25, climbed all the way back up to about $30. And then old Jerome Powell comes on the TV, and then everyone just slit their wrists and had enough of that dude. So Rocket with the divs. Yeah, Rocket does pay out $1.11 per share next week. Yeah, buddy. I'm a real person. Bro, listen, I do this for fun. I enjoy doing it. And I watch some of these guys with the TikTok stock people, the Instagram guys, the other YouTubers with $1 million in the account. Man, look, they're talking about entry point 2686, exit point 2688. You're like, get off my screen. I'm not making 2 pennies. I don't have that much money to make that kind of money. So, real talk, I just throw them out there. This is the trades that I do. And, I win some, I lose some. Either way, you stay positive about it. This is just the world we live in. You know what I'm saying? So I keep up with the news. I do like reading a bunch of it. I enjoy following up with everything that's happening. And honestly, when is all this nonsense? This buddy of mine working for me talking about his son was sick yesterday and all that nonsense. Boy, get your ass to work. But anyway, lose my train of thought here. I think the market, while we do 7K, that's good. That's right. That's what's up. I YOLO'd like 10 grand last week. That's way outside of my realm. That's like all in for me. Normally I do play with like just a couple $1,000 and I get a little froggy and I throw in like $1,000 into like Robinhood or TD Ameritrade or something. And I buy some options that, ultimately are probably worthless. If I'm being honest, like I'll just hold them too long. I just want to hold on to that baby too long. That's just my personality. I'm all in. Let's go. I don't want to cash out an option for like $30 extra. Like that's not what we're here for. So GameStop, man, you ain't lying. See, AMC, yeah, the buying power is a bit higher. I understand that. What are you trading on, James? What platform are you on there? See, that is a thing where I do believe that GameStop's momentum slowed down because the stock is at a higher price. So I do believe that there's a lot of people that don't feel comfortable buying it at the share price it's at. But if you're buying it and you're I'm just outside Atlanta. I'm in a place called Buford, Georgia. It's about 45 minutes northeast of Atlanta. But I think people are kind of on the fence with paying the stock price of GameStop. When you see a stock that's $8, no, you don't have to have 25,000 to do options. What you have to do is be on a platform that allows trading options, which most of them do, and then you have to apply for level 2 options trading on most of them, which is a very simple process. It's like maybe a 10 question. Yeah, Cash App's not going to let you do options. So I made a video about all the different trading platforms and the pros and cons. Currently, I have about $9,000 in Cash App. And because Cash App, we can just deposit money right now and cash out right now. Cash App's a cash grab kind of app. Pros and cons to it, for sure. Webull, you can trade options in Webull. You just have to go into your account. It is, let's see if I pull it up here. Go into your account here, and there is a place to apply for options trading. It's not paper trading. It is, there we go, account management, option trading, and it's going to take you to their website, and then you can apply for buying calls and selling them and stuff like that. So what you do, this is, I'm going to state it with this. This is not financial advice, blah, blah, blah. You fucking lie on the application, okay? Just lie. They're going to ask you something like, have you done options before? And you're like, yes. Because if you say no, they're going to be like, we don't want you to do this here. So you just, give them the answer that they want to hear, and then they'll approve you. It doesn't take long at all. Probably a couple hours. Robinhood was the same way for buying options. And I will tell you this, Webull's option platform, I went through this in one of my other streams. Webull's option platform is a little bit behind in real time versus Robinhood. That's what I've noticed. And TD Ameritrade, honestly. Robinhood, as far as a brokerage goes, you can love Robinhood, hate Robinhood, whatever, but it's a little bit behind on the time frame. So when I pull up the option chain in Robinhood and then I pull up the option chain in Webull,
The Webull the Webull bid and ask prices are just slightly delayed, especially if the price if the stock is volatile. So if it's moving a lot, Robinhood updates quicker. And I was having issues when I first went to Webull in that I was trying to execute options and they were just sitting there. The orders would not fill. They just would not fill at all. So I was getting frustrated. I email them. I'm like, what is going on? I'm placing these orders. They're not filling. And, they said, oh, well, your price isn't going to last. $600 going in today. Man, that's a tough one. I did this yesterday. I was like, let me just throw an extra couple, extra $500 into Cash App and see where I'm gonna put it. And I put it in AMC yesterday. I didn't have any positions in AMC, so that's where I stuck it yesterday. Today, man, yeah, I get F Robinhood. I get it. I do. I was listen, I got burned on Robinhood like back in October because I exceeded the day trade pattern. I didn't realize it. Like it was on an Etsy deal or something. It was an option trade. It was something that had executed, and I didn't even realize that it was just my mistake at the end of the day, I guess. But it limited my trading for 90 days. I got capped on Robinhood, but it's back now. But I will say, aside from if you don't even want to put your money in Robinhood, just for the sheer visual aspect of trading options, Robinhood does an excellent job. I'm actually just going to pull it up so you can see it. Yeah, I mean, I hear you. What happened in the whole freaking market was a shit show with that. But I don't see them doing it again, at least. So we got that going for us. Let me pull this up so I can show you what I'm talking about on the visual, because if you haven't done options, then trading them can be a little bit daunting, to say the least. So I'm just going to pull it up here and just say, we'll just pull up Sundial. Sundial doesn't have options. Oh, they do. Sundial does have options. Okay. Let's just pull up this one then. Sundial, we go to trade options here. This breakdown versus, and I'm going to pull Webull next to it just so you can see what the difference is. When I click on this, right, it shows me the price for the contract, obviously, right here, which is nice. 8 cents. So that's 8 cents times 100. So that's an $8 contract on Sundial. But what you need to pay attention to is this break-even price, because the other ones aren't going to show you that. Webull's not going to show you what that is. And what that is on the day of expiration, it needs to be $1.58 for it to be worth anything pretty much to you, right? So if we buy this and we spend $8 on March 12th, which is the expiration here, that sucker better be $1.58 or your $8 is out the window. It's going to expire pretty much worthless. So, if you want to get into the Greeks, the open interest, dude, there's a lot of people betting on that. 28,000 current open interest. All of this data is expressed very visually well on Robinhood to where you can better understand what you're buying. And when I go into I'll pull up TD Ameritrade just to show you what I mean by this. Yeah, Palantir and CCIV had some good movement yesterday. No lie. CCIV kind of burned me last week. I wasn't really in it for I wasn't in it way up high, but it wasn't ideal. All right, so this is TD Ameritrade account here. And if I just put in SNDL on the option chain, this is the information that I get, right? So I get my strike prices, my puts here, and it tells me the bid and the ask. And if I just pick that, it doesn't have the break-even price. It does have the open interest involved. But visually, I got to go in here and put in my price because it's a limit order. It's not going to automatically fill the limit order, right? So right now it is, where's it at here? The ask is 05. So I can put 05, but it might not actually be 05. It might actually be 08, as you see here in Robinhood. So if I were to send this through TD, it's not going to fill unless I put in this number, because no matter what trading platform you're on, the pricing is the same for that contract. So I found that Robinhood just had the best visual and most up-to-date information for doing that. So I was using it to go with these other platforms like Webull and TD just to make sure that my orders were filling. It ended up working out really well for me because like I said, it was super frustrating, especially when you saw some big spikes and you're like, man, I want to ride that dip. I want to ride that sucker all the way down. And you end up not being able to execute it and losing out on money. So I don't know, man. Let's look at Palantir. Let's just pull it up because Palantir could do it. Yeah. Averaging down. I've done that on a few of them. I did that on my rocket contracts the other day. I bought 2 rocket contracts that for $30 strike price or $31 strike price. And when it tanked, they weren't worth, fuck all. So I ended up buying 2 more of the same contract, which averages down your options contract. So you can average down options all the same as you can stocks. Very helpful. Palantir still under $25 is still a solid play. That might not be bad. I don't expect it to rocket ship to the moon though. I don't expect it to really probably get much over 26. Apple trading less than GameStop. Yeah. Right. I get it. I guess it's just the inherent gambler in me that I like the ride. I like the thrill of it. I like to watch them just shoot up. And those stocks like Apple and Amazon, all the safe stocks, they don't move a lot. They move like 2 or 3% up or down kind of every day. And it's not really exciting. But what I do like to do is I like to, if I'm in a stock that is down, I don't feel like tomorrow's going to be probably a red day. I'll just take it out and throw it into something that's stable. I'll put it into a nice older woman who's stable. She's got her shit together. She's got a good job. You know what I'm saying? Like she's going to cook dinner, and then every once in a while we just pull out like $5,000 and hit the strip club. You know what I'm saying? We just throw it out there and we're like GameStop to the moon and we do something dumb and we wake up the next day and we crawl back over to someone that's a little bit more stable. That's kind of what we do. We lick our wounds. We're like, that did not end well. Honestly, I should have kept it in Rocket. I pulled out a Rocket. It's still low, but Rocket Company, still a good buy under 30. So that one might be a solid play for you for your $500 or $600 to put in there. And if you're not looking to exactly day trade it today, if you don't mind leaving it in there over the weekend, then, maybe split it up amongst a couple of them, throw a little bit into maybe Rocket. I don't see it going down. These bears in the Webull comments are redonkulous. They're absolutely crazy. We are about, we're about 30, 40 seconds away from market open. So we'll see what happens. I love the comments though. I love reading them. I absolutely love reading them. When I first got on Webull, I was like, listen, this is what you do. This is just us. This is just humans. We open it up and we just believe everything we see. We're like, oh my God, because there's no comments on the desktop version. Right. So we open it up and we're like, oh my God, these people know everything. And I'm like, it's going down, down, down. It's going to $8 and we freak out. And then you realize that no, this is actually just one big shit show and nobody really cares. So that's what happens in the Webull comments. But I still love reading them. I still thoroughly enjoy them. And like this morning, Rocket's probably to the moon. Like, oh, big red candle at the 9:30 mark. Big red hitter. Oh, look at GameStop out the gate, baby. Look at it go. Let's not get excited. It's been 12 seconds. That's right. Nothing gets broke. House is clean, right? She forgives you for being a moron. She's still mad you didn't cut the grass yet. That kind of shit. But sometimes we just want to get, we just want to throw down a few lines with that stripper. GameStop coming out the gate, baby. It opened a little down, but strong move. I try not to look if I'm holding something Yeah, if I'm holding something overnight, like I am right now with GameStop, sometimes I'll sell off at the bell and just rebuy it on the dip. Bears are crazy. I understand the bear mentality because if you trade options, being a bear is fun. Being a bear is real fun if you're in the options game. That's the only time it's fun. You buy puts and then you're like, I hope this stock burns in hell. That's what I hope. I hope it hits up and it lights a fire and it goes down a big freaking ball of flames. And that's kind of fun to watch. No lie. But from every other aspect of stocks and markets and trading and business, being a bear is just one giant asshole to that entire world. Let's do our price change high to low. Naked Brands is moving up, but these all these movers took a giant dump yesterday. So there's that. That's what's happening. I don't expect these to continue too long, but we'll see. Yesterday was rough. Yesterday was a rough start to the day. And then it turned around pretty good. I forgot I even have I'm bringing my webcam up here. I'm going to set up the stuff in my house one of these days. But I'm going to plug this thing in. Why not? I got so much fun stuff I want to do today. And sometimes I just end up sitting here watching this like a hawk all day. Just like, there it is. All right, I'm going to move this. Fuck you, bowl. I'll put you down here. I'll put me down here in this corner like this. Bam. Boom, boom, boom. But GameStop's ability to hold the line is freaking impressive. I think at this point, it's actually held above $100 for long enough that people are like, this is just a $100 stock now. This is where we live now. And that's impressive enough, too, that it's actually held up that well. Rocket sell-off is that's not much. It's just giving up a little bit of the pre-market gain. GameStop kind of the same. Let's look at the volume. I don't have it up. Let's scoot it over. Where's my volume? Hey, there we are. I was trying to get larger on my screen here. So GameStop out the gate, pretty low volume, honestly, under a mil. Palantir's trading higher. AMC coming out strong. Coming out strong off that first minute. Palantir's not looking bad either. It's kind of like a horse race. Look at them go. To the freaking look, we don't need to go to space. Here's one thing that does bother me, James. This one bothers me a bit. Is when they keep saying you need to change your ask price. Well, we can't do this on Cash App, by the way. But when they put your ask at 1,000, bro, it's never gonna happen. You're never selling that shit. You might as well have like a 94 Corolla out there, and you're like, listen, I heard a rumor that someone owes some people a whole lot of 94 Corollas. And if we just put our ask, dude, bro, if you ask like 125 for that motherfucker, they gonna have to buy it because there ain't that many 94 Corollas out there. It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. Everyone that's got their ask at $1,000 still has a lot of GameStop. That's what's happening right now. Oh, what else is moving up here? I'm just keeping an eye on it. Naked Brand. They always look great. After a day like yesterday where stuff was down like 25%, being up 5 always feels good. But right now I am down. Let's see what I'm at. Let's just look. GameStop, I'm down $500 still from yesterday. AMC's made me $21. I can almost afford a movie ticket at AMC with my gains. So I got that going for me. So for the day, I'm only down $150. I'll take it. Let's see where this day ends. I am definitely going to get up out the GameStop at whatever is closest to me being green on that and just ride the dip on something else. So right here, Rockets, it took this little hit. Well, yesterday, it slowly climbed back up. I would expect it to slowly climb back up again. Oh, shit, man. Khaled, I'm giving you hope, bro. I have got – look, buddy, I'm going to show you what I've got. Let's just show you where I'm at with that sumbitch. Hold up. Let me pull it up here. Where is it at? Bro. Boom. Look at this hit. Look at this hitter right here. These $31 calls that are down $1,400. Bro, I'm with you. The only difference is today is my execution day. They're going to cut my effing head off at 4 p.m. So I feel your pain. I have hope for you, though. I do. I think maybe we can pull out something. If not today, it'll be next week because it's still a good price. It's still at least a $30 stock. I mean, everyone, and this is what's funny about it, is everyone hyped it up that, hey man, Rocket's undersold, undervalued until Thursday morning or Wednesday evening. And then they were like, oh, by the way, I know we said it was undervalued, but I got to check it in the savings and it turns out it's worth $13. You know, that's what happened. People bandwagon these stocks so much. It's just crazy. So yesterday, Rocket was definitely moving up. Look at our 10-minute from yesterday. It's moving up. The only reason it's here is because it's Friday morning, and it's just what it does. So don't freak out yet. I sold all of my Rocket and FOMO'd Gamestop yesterday because I was having a good day. Listen, don't trade on emotions, right? I effed myself on Rocket the other day. I'll tell you the story. I had all my cash in GameStop because, you know, I just want to support the cause. I sold it at, what was it, 9:50 or something in the morning on Tuesday. Sold GameStop and bought Rocket. Rocket was up 20%. And I didn't want to miss out. And then I had instant regret. I was like, oh, I was so stupid. So I sold it. I burned my day trade. I took a loss of like $140. I was like, back in the GameStop. I'm just going to ride this wave out. Let's just do it. Because GameStop really didn't move. So I was still buying it kind of at my same entry point, right? And then I watched Rocket go from 20% up to up 74 effing percent. I left like $5,400 on the table by just being a dumbass and I was trading on emotion. So you got to take it out of it. But then yesterday, I did the same thing, feeling good about my day. It's sunny out here in Atlanta. Dude, it was a great day. And I saw GameStop kind of like just creeping out of this shit pot of a day. And I'm like, fuck it, ride it up. Let's go. And I FOMO'd it. And here we are, down money. But it's okay. I still feel good. Look at it go. This is what we're talking. Just give it some positive energy. Rocket, I'm going to give you positive energy too, my man, because you're worth more than $26. Don't let them take you down. Don't let them do it. AMC, you just like bouncing a bouncy ball. My thing with AMC is it's not like movie theaters are really going away, right? Like people are always going to want to watch a movie. And in Atlanta, we have movie theaters are open. I mean, I can go see a movie today. They've been open for a while. The seating is kind of fuck all. You can sit like next to one person, and then there's like no seats. You sit next to a person. The problem is the reason I don't go to movies is because they're not making any more movies. There's nothing to see. Hollywood has to make movies for us to go watch movies. Last year, what happened to Top Gun? They made Top Gun last year. What happened to that? So if they reopen theaters, but they're not making movies for us to see, I'm not going to pay $100 for me and a family of 4 to go watch some movie that's 10 years old. I don't want to do that. I can watch that at home. So give me some movies. They got King Kong versus Godzilla. I want to see that on a big screen. Let's go. But also, I don't want my kids to be like sitting on the other side of the movie theater because they might get a sniffle. So they got to figure it out. If they can figure it out, then the long-term games, AMC will come back. But the media's got to stop scaring the ever-loving crap out of people. This is crazy. Coming to them, it did. It came out last night on Amazon. Yep. Guess right. It's exactly my point. It came out on Amazon, not AMC, not Regal, not freaking Movie Tavern. It's on Amazon, which is fine. You know, I bought a projector for my house last year. And let me tell you something. You want movies at home, get on Facebook Marketplace and score you a projector, bro. I scored a projector, 120-inch screen, $350. Best thing I ever bought. Put it in my bedroom. I just stay at home, man. Watch it on a giant screen. It's great. I don't know. The movie, the previews look okay. It's like, I feel like it's just like an Eddie Murphy movie. Like, it's funny for what it is. Look, how about this? I'm going to say this. This might, just because you brought that up wasn't that good, and I was starting to think about Eddie Murphy movies. Eddie Murphy is just a black Adam Sandler. I said it. There we go. That's what comes to mind. It's not that the movies aren't good or they're not funny. It's that they're just funny in that kind of way. Like, I made it. I don't care if you like it. I like the movie, so I made it, and it's fun. I feel like that's Eddie Murphy, especially at this point in his life. Like, who cares? What does he care? GameStop's breaking out, bitch. Woo! 136. Big green candle on the 1 minute. Let's go. I hate Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler's not political. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Adam Sandler being political? Adam Sandler movies are great. They're freaking hilarious. If you watch it knowing that it's just going to be a slapstick Israel, okay, I get that. I guess. I don't look at them that way, though. You know, like, I'm just a very unoffended individual. So I get it from that standpoint. But the movies are they're freaking funny. They're just like stupid funny. Like unrealistically funny scenarios. So I get it. You know, a new one comes out and you're like, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And then you're like, it was an Adam Sandler movie. That's how I feel about it. GameStop is leading the charge right now, baby. Leading the charge on my hit list right here. If you look at my watch list, Space Down, dude. Virgin Galactic. I was trading Virgin options in stock back in like October, and no lie, I had big hopes for that fucker, and it did me dirty last year for sure. And, you know, to see it burn to the ground again, not surprising at all. But look at GameStop, baby. GameStop pushing 140. Look at it go. This is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. Out of the gate, pushing it up. You know right now how many fanboys of GameStop are losing their I bet the Rebo comments in here are just eating Bear's lunch. And I ain't mad because right now GameStop's got me in the money. Pushing that 139, 140 mark. Everything else is just kind of looking red. GameStop is a phoenix today. Coming out the ashes. Unreal. Putting me up. Damn. That's what's up, GameStop. Unbelievable. AMC is like the little brother trying to keep up right now. And Rocket just doesn't have the volume. Honestly, GameStop doesn't have the volume. This is at $2.5 million. Bro, it's going to be a good day for you YOLOers on GameStop with me. Let's see if it plays out. It's only 15 minutes in. But that is a strong push. I wonder what Kevin said. I'm going to pull him up. Let's see if I like watching Meet Kevin. If you don't watch him, he is an awesome financial trader and real estate guy, and he's fun. He's realistic. Yesterday he YOLO'd so many stocks on the dip. It was encouraging to me to watch him just be like, buy it all. And he's like, I'm buying these with money I don't have, which was even better. Because at some point, I think that's what we're all doing. We're like, just do it. And we just load it up. I'm going to pull him up and see what he's saying. Give me a second here. I bet he's just going, what in the F is going on with GameStop? Because, woo, today was sink or swim for a lot of people. We say this all the time. Like, today's going to be the day. Let's see what he thinks. What's he watching?
At Gap still. Kind of getting that up a little bit.
He's not watching it.
GameStop. GameStop's pushing.
GameStop's pushing.
A little bit of a red here. It's kind of hard to wrap my head around exactly what's happening here, because are we getting a bounce or are we not? Canoe bounced like 8 minutes ago.
All red in the overall market.
But everything else is very messy right now.
Very messy.
I think the market is tenuous. It's kind of like, what are we doing today? What is it going to be? Is it going to be green or is it going to be red?
I find this interesting. I find it interesting that we talk about stock charts like they're a living thing. Maybe they are. Maybe it's just some kind of artificial intelligence at this point that we just don't understand. Maybe they are a living thing that reacts a certain way, but the logical brain in me is just like, it's just people, right? It's just people making decisions to buy or sell this thing right here. And honestly, it's not worth anything to us at all. We don't get any, like, you can't today, if you were like, all right, you know what? I just want my share, my stock in GameStop. It's not worth anything to you. You cannot excise it except for its cash value to us. So it's really just us trading money, hoping that money, it's just betting on it. If GameStop all of a sudden opens up another 50,000 stores and it's worth like the largest company in the world, you know, and you own some stake, you don't get any part of that. So it's really just, it's just gambling. We're just throwing it out there, hoping that it goes up and down. And people are like, I believe in the stock, I believe in the company. Well, that's just because you believe that someone else is going to carry your investment to be worth something later in life, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I don't know. I've been self-employed for like 15 years. I've been on my own and I've done several different businesses. Started off doing like web design and photography and videography before we had these, for sure. And I had to put it on like little mini DVD tapes and transfer it to computer and edit it up. And really just, I'll say the beginning of YouTube. I got videos on YouTube that are 15 years old on my other channel back when I used to be in the stunt game with street bikes. I used to do stunt videos for freestyle teams and stuff. And so I started off with that and I did some website design and, you know, I worked a couple regular jobs and then I got into the motorcycle industry and I've been in that since. But I just kind of paved my own way, you know, and I've had ups and downs in business, but I feel like that's what we're doing here. We take out some of I wonder if there isn't a generation right now that just puts in, I almost kind of feel like maybe it's my parents' generation. So I'm 38. So, you know, my parents are older in the 60s, early 70s. And maybe if it wasn't that generation that, you know, just worked a job and put all their money into another company, maybe the company they work for, or just into another company to help them in the future, which is kind of it's a weird way of looking at stuff, isn't it? Instead of making it yourself, you're just betting on someone else to get you there. It's kind of an interesting way of thinking about it. But Bitcoin, man, Bitcoin's still holding up there. It's a shame that Elon bought into it and it tanked like $10,000. That's kind of a bummer. I'm still waiting on Ethereum to come around. And I'm wondering if the NFT movement and the NFT craze won't boost Ethereum as well, because that is all based on Ethereum. Like all of those people buying and selling those NFTs are trading within Ethereum. Oh, look at this news. If you're just joining in, welcome. Virgin Galactic chairman sells $213 million stake in the company. XRP, I bought some XRP. I traded that a little bit because it's like higher up on the top 5 crypto. And the movements were good. You know, like my thing is that I heard somebody say it maybe like a couple weeks ago, was talking about Bitcoin. I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was that Bitcoin TikTok dude. Honestly, can't really remember who it was. But he was saying like this is how Bitcoin, the market for Bitcoin doesn't make sense to me, kind of, right? So we're trading it like it's a stock. You're trading XRP like it's stock. You buy it, it goes up, you sell it, it goes down, you buy it, whatever. But Bitcoin specifically is meant to be a currency. It's meant to be like the dollar or the yen or whatever whatever your currency is. It's meant to just replace that, right? So if I've got $10 in my wallet, I wake up today with $10 in my wallet, and I go over to Steve and I'm like, "Hey, Steve, give me $12 for this 10. I'm gonna sell you this $10 bill for $12 because, you know, probably around like 5 o'clock, this 10 is going to be worth, 15. You're going to be up $3. And Steve's like, okay, I'll buy that. I believe you. I'll buy it. So it kind of feels that way where we're just trading it, where really you're just supposed to use the currency. You're just supposed to use Bitcoin to buy a thing. I want to buy this drink, so I pay for it with Bitcoin. That's how it's supposed to work, but it's not how we use it. So it's kind of interesting in that market. And the other coins, it really just going to depend on what they do with them long term to whether or not they're worth anything. And I find it funny that Dogecoin gets so much backing by just rich people that don't really have that much of a stake in it. GameStop's getting a pullback down here, 133, not ideal. Rocket's down 4, AMC's treading the line, Palantir down 4. This is just the open. We'll see what happens. But Mark Cuban put out today that the Mavs are going to accept Dogecoin for payments, buying tickets, merchandise. So that's cool. I mean, I feel like maybe they want it to be worth something, because a lot of folks bought into it when it was probably like 7 cents, and now it's worth 4 cents. So they took a hit, and you could take it out, but why not just let them use it? I mean, what does it take infrastructure-wise to just let people just buy stuff with it? Makes sense to me. Just let them use it. And then it will eventually maybe go up. I don't know. I mean, there's an unlimited amount of it that's out there. So they're like, well, it won't be worth anything. But if you buy it, it'll be worth something. Everything is just a perceived value. It's no different than buying a rock, buying gold. Look, my son, he's 8. He likes rocks. He likes all kinds of fancy rocks. My girlfriend bought him a $40 rock for Christmas. And she's like, I just bought a rock, like a literal rock, for $40. So value is just perceived. So if we put value into it and make it worth something, it'll be worth something. That's how I feel about it. I'm waiting on Ethereum. I'm into Ethereum for like $400 at an average price of $17.50. So, Ethereum was up to like 2,000 at one point, and then it was down to like 1,300 for no reason whatsoever, other than people just sold it. AMC is a little to the downside. I mean, I'm going to change it up to the 2 minutes because the 1 minutes look rough. We're not really off to a fast start. But of the ones that I like for today, GME is kind of where it's at. We're still kind of that opening dip right now. HCMC took a hit yesterday. If you're not following that one, it was kind of a pumped up stock on the like the TikTokers and the day traders were liking HCMC, and it, maybe it'll get up to being worth something. Maybe it get up to being worth a penny. I put like $50 or $40 in this thing. You can buy like 30,000 shares for $10. So those are kind of fun to watch. Look at it, just barcodes. Could be worth something one day. What is CCIV doing, I wonder? Let's look here. Get off my screen. ChargePoint took a big hit yesterday, even bigger hit today. This one, Man, I feel bad for anyone who bought that bitch at $10 because it tanked. Space puts just printed money. I kind of don't understand why Richard Branson is not low Earth orbiting right now. He's taking rockets, he's strapping them to 747s and trying to go up. What's the problem? Elon Musk is going to Mars, and this dude can't get to low Earth orbit. I don't understand. I'm not a scientist. I don't get it. But I feel like he should be doing better, closer. SOS train is coming back to reality. That was a fun ride. That was a few-day ride. Churchill, man, CCIV took a fall from grace down into the 20s. The puts are printing today, folks. The puts are printing today. If you own them, more power to you. If you're like me and you got some calls because you like being hopeful, today is a rough-ass day. Puts are printing today. I don't know if Rocket will hit that $22 mark, but yikes, it's low. If you just heard my cha-ching, that is someone loading up. What do we got here? Someone bought something on Etsy. I sell a lot of shirts on Etsy. That is a Yoda Best Dad Yoda shirt on the Etsy. So I will make one of those here shortly. What else we got here? I'll check my emails real quick. I actually do have stuff to do today. I can't sit here all day. I really enjoy sitting here all day, but I just can't do it. I got stuff to do. And luckily it's nice out, which makes my job less shitty. But I will leave the stream up. So if you want to come back and throw a comment in, I'll come back and answer them and have some fun. I'm going to cut up the podcast later. And I'm probably going to, if Jacob's up here, maybe pull up some of the crazy news articles that I saw in the last day or two and talk with him about that. Because I like having fun conversations about it. I did a video yesterday. I shared one I saw on TikTok. This girl put up of going through the drive-thru. They would not hand her a drink through the drive-thru window without a mask on. She had to put a mask on in her car so that they would hand her her drink. Now, her complaint was they would actually hand her a mask through the drive-thru window that she could then put on to then accept the drink. So you'll give me a mask, but you won't just give me the damn drink. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? I don't understand. What is going on? Why does that make sense to anybody? And I get like, it's just their job. It's not their job. That's not your job, is to hand me the drink. It's not your job to hand me the mask. I got into it with a worker at Goodwill like 2 weeks ago. I'm going to tell that story later on a little clip I'm going to upload to my podcast. But I don't get it, man. I've been like anti-mask for a while, like for real. Like I understood it when it first started. Like, man, you know what? If people out there act like people out there just coughing on everybody, everyone was just sick. But after a little bit of that, I was like, this is dumb. This is just stupid. Especially knowing they're just selling people cotton masks. Most people are like, oh, I don't get it. But if you're just joining us, welcome to the channel. I did some pre-market and some little bit of opening market streaming, and we're just kind of seeing what's going on. If you don't know what happened yesterday, we all got slaughtered yesterday. Everyone was down. It was a bad day in the neighborhood. It sucked hard, honestly. Jerome Powell tanked the entire stock market. And then today, we're 30 minutes in, and there's a lot of downtrends happening. But we're staying hopeful that these are just the morning dips and that it's actually going to come back and power out. Gamestop has been the phoenix rising from the ashes. In the green. It was in the green yesterday. It's still in the green somehow today. And maybe today it'll even rocket up even higher. I mean, it hit 141 already. Could do it again. It could go even higher. I think people just start seeing red and they're like, just show me green. And they're just going to buy something that's not bleeding out. So yeah, we had that. Look at this. This is what. Look, there's an article. I was talking about how Cuban's gonna accept Dogecoin as payments for the Mavs, and look at this. Longtime crypto bull says Cuban is making a big mistake with Dogecoin payments. Let's put people in the safest, best stuff, not these joke coins. Who are you to tell me it's a joke? That's what I don't understand. Like, if I put $1 into Bitcoin or $1 into Dogecoin, it's still worth $1 just in that other thing. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that you come out and say that, oh, that's a joke. It ain't worth. It's worth exactly what you paid for it. And if it goes down a little bit, just like if you bought Bitcoin at $58,000 last week, guess what? You just lost like 16% of your money. And if you bought Dogecoin at 5 cents last week, guess what? You still have more money than if you would have bought Bitcoin. Maybe at the end of the year, Bitcoin will be worth a lot more than Dogecoin, but it's crazy to me that these people put out these articles that in ways do affect the prices of this stuff based on nothing, based on just their stupid ass opinion. Like, who is this guy? It's so crazy. Just be positive, man. Be okay with it. Watch Gary Vee talk about NFTs and how valuable NFTs are going to be. I feel like just drawing. I mean, I'm a good artist myself. I feel like just drawing some of that stuff up. Let's throw it out there. People might buy it. People buy all kinds of crazy stuff. There's a chick on TikTok paints with a mop. Big ass canvas. Mop full of paint. Just draws it on there. Hangs it on the wall. Sell it. It's frustrating. Look at it. GameStop is just showing them who's boss today. This is just them. It's just a little guy showing them what's up. That's what's happening. I feel like people buy GameStop at the moment out of spite. Just out of pure spite. Perfect comment on Weeble. Retards unite. Let's make our wives, boyfriends proud. Hilarious. Trolls. They're great. And they always tweet to Elon. Elon, if Elon says anything, people go crazy. Yep. But you know what, though? I like the spirit of the bull. I love it. They are very optimistic people. If you're a bull out there, more power to you. Optimism is what you need in your life. I almost feel like sometimes bearish people just have miserable lives outside of it. If you're only a bear in the stock market, like you're just miserable all the time. You know, you're like, you're driving down the road, coming up to a stoplight, and you're like, I hope that stoplight's red when I get there, because I'm not in a hurry to get to Steve's. I'm not in a hurry to get to that fucking dinner. I already ate a snack. I'm not even hungry. And you hope you hit every red light on the way. And then the bulls are like green lights. And if it's not green and it's yellow, guess what? I'm hitting the gas right through that yellow light. And if it's kind of red, sorry, not sorry. That's the bull mentality. It's great. I love it. Look at that CCIV bounce. This is on the 2-minute. This is slowly forming on all three of these. Slowly forming a bear flag. In all honesty. Slowly forming a bear flag. GameStop's the only one that has bullish tendencies right now. People like to watch The Spy. I'm going to put that up. Let's get rid of this Palantir for The Spy. Same thing. They just follow each other. Bumble took a pretty good hit from its IPO, huh? For sure. Darion Davis. Someone wants to buy something from me. CCIV is getting a nice bounce. So, James, if you're still out there listening, CCIV might be one to keep your eye on. You can buy it in Cash App. It might bounce up. At the moment, though, if you've got money just available, I would probably still sit on it a little longer and just see what's going to happen with these. I'm going to see what Kevin's over here watching.
Northern Genesis has bounced. They took the 10 a.m. bounce.
I'm going to mute my mic here and throw him up.
Okay. So here's another EXPI, also about the 10 a.m. bounce. I don't think we really have seen that consistently, though, at NIO and Tesla. It's very red. No, we are trying to have the 10 a.m. bounce as well at Tesla. So we'll see if this ends up being the bottom. 959-ish as the bottom. Redfin. We've got bonds trending down. 5-year trending down. Let me go back to the 10-year here for a moment. Big trend down right now on the 10. Here you go. So this is where we opened. You see the little dotted line kind of like right, no, under this. I can't get to it. Oh, right. Dotted line, there we go. Dotted line's kind of like right there. That's our open. And we're about to break through that at 1.56, which is going to be good for the market, or should be good for the market, because that seems to be the big catalyst right now. And I think that's why we're seeing this bounce off these lows here. Yeah, so this could be, if you wanted to buy Tesla under 5, now would be the time to do it. All right, I'm going to do it. Let's see. I'm so concentrated on Tesla, but it is my highest conviction stock. So, Tesla.
Damn.
Buy.
Tesla under 600.
I don't have a lot of money, but I'm buying 84 shares right now of Tesla. All right.
Yikes.
Okay. Let's see here. A little bit. Okay. 84 shares. 1 sec. Tesla. Remember, I send all my buy-sell alerts to course members. So that way, if I buy or sell outside, obviously, of our open here live stream, I post those. Okay, this went through at 594. All right, now I am rooting for a bounce. Take a look. Just so you can actually see that I did it. I know there's sometimes skepticism. There we go. Tesla order. There we go. Nice. All right. All right. I am hoping that was the bounce. I'm very hopeful. Okay, of course. At the same time, we get a tiny little uptick in the 10-year bond. It's tiny, but it's there. And the market is seemingly trading off that, this kind of behavior. So we'll see. Obviously, we hit some pretty highs today. Some new highs here at 1.62. So we shall see. Yes, I pinned the comment with the coupon code. By the way, the coupon code is expiring. I have it expiring on the Ides of March. So the coupon code for the Stocks and Psychology Money Group, and it's actually the same coupon code for all of the programs. That expires on, what's it called? The Ides of March is March 15th. Anyway, so let's see. Did I just buy at and now we're going to turn red? I mean, that's not uncommon on my longs. It seems like on my longs that happens. On my trades, I buy and it goes to the moon sometimes. So, Gap, 8%. Bitcoin's almost up $2,000. Nice. Bitcoin, but still shy of that 49,000. Now, we were at like 52 yesterday, so we're still down. Seems like the market is trying to bounce, though. Let's see. Even United Wholesale, or sorry, not United Wholesale, USO, United States Oil, bounced at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock was a bounce territory. GameStop bounced at 10. Google bounced at 10. Everything's bouncing at 10. Let's listen into this for a moment.
Making its way through Congress. I think as we go out further this year, hopes for more stimulus, additional infrastructure bills, things of that nature that require bipartisan support are probably going to be a heavier lift because we're looking at this stimulus that's making its way right now, passing on party lines. So I don't know that there's a lot of goodwill forming in order to pass bipartisan bills down the road. I do think taxes are something that are noticeably absent from the conversation. We do expect taxes on personal, corporate, and capital gains to likely be higher at some point in the first half of the Biden administration. And that is...
All right. We don't care about taxes right now. The market's crashing in our face. Oh, I had to turn on my air filter. I feel like I'm getting allergies. I don't understand why. I'm in the same room every day.
100 times sales?
Yeah, well, there is extreme.
Do not make fun of the sales at Tesla.
Tesla is just one example of that, I think. You're down 4.5%. All right.
Yeah.
Now, we've got an impressive jobs report this morning. What is it?
All right. Let's get back to the chart here. Okay, so what's happening? What is happening? Let's figure this out. Norwegian Cruise Lines had a bounce, but now it's falling again. Take a look at this crazy market. Hopefully that air filter is not too loud. Can you hear that air filter? I hope you can. Yeah, you might be able to. Oh well. You'll have to suffer with it for a moment. So it looks like we've got a little bit of red coming back. It seems like I perfectly timed the little bit of the U-turn there, which is classic. So we've got Norwegian Cruise Line now falling again after bouncing. Oh, man. Come on, you stupid chart. Just go over. Weeble. There we go. All right. Charge point, 13%. Lemonade. Yeah, see, look, we're red candlesticking in. Another false bottom. Well, there you go.
CCIV.
Neo, red candlesticking again. Tesla's going to be back into the 580s at this point. Yep, look at that. There goes $8 a share. Oops. Well, what are you going to do? Buy more. Okay. Phenomenal. More discounts. Just what I need. You know, it feels like it's Black Friday, and I'm walking around with credit cards, and I'm like, well, that one's maxed. Well, that one's maxed. Well, that one's maxed. Oh, I still got a little bit of life left on this one. Just mention more money over here. I'm sure Tesla's at a bottom. Buy. It's horrible. Yeah. So, if I buy a long position, usually just wait like 5 minutes and then you get better pricing. So what else here? Gap and Purple are actually holding up. They're holding up. National Beverage. Yeah, okay. USO, AT&T, Lyft, Berkshire, Salesforce, NASDAQ. Yeah, you turning a bit here. What time? Yeah, okay. NASDAQ followed the others, which makes sense. It's about 2 minutes late on the U-turn. Because the U-turn really started at 10:09. Yeah, the NASDAQ was about 2 minutes behind on that. Yeah, Google U-turning too. It's over. Another false bottom. What jerks. How dare you? Can we not respect a bottom? Apparently not. Neo at $36. Oh my gosh. It's getting ridiculous now. Where's Tesla? Tesla, 584. Juicy. Fully broke under our little line there. No respect today. Still at 1250 for Matterport. It's kind of this bobbing that we're seeing here. Weird. Yeah. Okay, tiny little. See, it's just this. It's literally just. Oh! It ticked up a little bit. Sell the stocks. So bizarre. I feel like that connection is going to break. At some point, that connection is going to go away, and we're not going to care anymore about the bond yield going down. I feel like maybe there's just a lot of trader action looking at that bond yield, and that's going to go away. That connection. We'll just deem it priced in or whatever. Yeah, Bitcoin also selling off a little bit. What? This thing is actually making the room cold now. Hold on a second. Lower that. Oh, man. Woo! That made it really cold. It's like it circulates the cold air even more, or it's just blowing it at me. I don't know. Gotta get them allergens out with the air purifier, which you could also check out by going to metkevin.com/air or metkevin.com/purify. It's the same thing. It just depends which one you want to type in. All right. So let's see. Norwegian. Yeah, Norwegian's just going straight down again. It's literally the market's just worsening before our eyes. Look at Open Door. Down. Yay! Just kidding.